In today's video, I'm going to be doing my unboxing and first impressions on the brand new Motorola Edge 2025 edition. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out here. We have the brand new Motorola Edge 2025 edition. This device retails for about $549. This is going to be available at Best Buy, Amazon, pretty much all of the online retailers that sell phones. Also, it's going to be available at Metro by T-Mobile and T-Mobile as well. So there's probably going to be some port-in deals or contract deals or something like that for this device out there if you guys want to get it at a cheaper price tag. Now, with that $549, this only comes in one variant, so we don't have multiple variants. We have 256 gigabytes of internal storage and 8 gigabytes of RAM. I would have liked to see, for especially $549, more than 8 gigabytes of RAM, but we also do have that RAM boost option in the settings, so you guys can always turn that on to help speed up your phone a little bit more. Under the hood, we also have a Dimensity 7400 Ultra processor inside of here, a 5200 milliamp battery. We have 68 watt charging, so that's for wired charge, and we also have 15 watt wireless charging. I think the most impressive thing as far as specifications go on this device, however, is that we have a POLED display, so a AMOLED display, 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR10 plus, but this goes up to a wild 4500 nits peak brightness. I don't think I've ever seen that in a phone from Motorola or from Samsung or from this is insane right here. So it's going to be an insanely bright display on here. Perfect for the summertime. Also, we have Corning Gorilla Glass 7i inside of here. We have IP68 and IP69 dust tight and water resistance up to 1.5 meters for 30 minutes. And it also has resistance to high pressure water jets as well. So that's great to see that in here. Again, Android 15. We'll talk about the camera system and everything else in a second. This only comes in one color, and that is going to be Deep Forest. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and take the top off this device. And of course, on the top, we have a little box right here. Let's go ahead and see what's inside of here. We have our safety and warranty information, as well as our quick start guide. We have a SIM ejector tool as well. And of course, our USB Type-C to Type-C data cable with no wall charger inside the box. And finally, what we've all been waiting for, the Moto Edge 2025 edition. Let's go ahead and take this out. Alrighty then. Wow, this feels very, very thin. Very, very thin right here. So as you guys can see, we have the vegan leather on the back of this device, and I really do like this color. This color looks insane. This is the Pantone Deep Forest. It's kind of a grayish green, I'd say. I don't know. It looks really, really nice, though. Absolutely perfect color for Motorola to go ahead and choose. Really do like that. Of course, in the middle, we have the Motorola emblem. We have this beautiful vegan leather back. Out of the box, this feels super premium, though. Wow. Definitely like the way this feels. Definitely a premium feeling device. And it also feels very, very thin. Definitely like the way this feels though so far. Now, as you guys can see, back of this device, we are going to have a triple camera setup. For our main camera, we're going to have a 50 megapixel wide angle camera. Our secondary is going to be a 10 megapixel telephoto. And our third is going to be a 50 megapixel ultra wide camera. So beautiful to see that we have that ultra wide lens on here. I'm excited to see how this looks so far. I've heard really good things from people. They do have some pretty decent Sony sensors on here. So I'm excited to see how that looks. Now, of course, right side of the device, we have our power button, and just above that, we have our spaced volume up and down rocker. Top of the phone, we have our noise canceling mic. Left side of the device, we have another noise canceling mic, and we do also have that Moto AI button right here that we're going to go ahead and check out. Bottom of the phone, we have most of our stuff down here. Of course, we have our SIM tray, another noise canceling mic, USB Type-C port, and our second speaker, because this is going to have stereo speakers, of course. And as you guys can see, it's called Motorola Edge because the screen kind of peers over the edge right here, hence the name. So that is why it has been given that name. And there's a lot of you out there that really do still like this form factor, so I really like it so far. Definitely looks really nice, kind of like that 2.5D display that we've seen on some older devices. But I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, so we are in the Motorola Edge 2025 edition, and man, this display looks beautiful. One thing right off the bat, the haptics on this phone are something that I like better than my Galaxy S25 Plus. I enjoy my Galaxy S25 Plus. I like the phone, but the haptics on this device are much better than the Galaxy S25 Plus. I don't know if that's something that Motorola specializes in, but the motor that they put inside of here just feels so nice when you're typing. But right off the bat, of course, we have our sort of stock Android type of look. We're, of course, going to have all of our Moto actions and features like that. And this brand new Moto AI button, if we go ahead and press that, that's going to bring up Moto AI. And this is basically going to compete against Apple Intelligence and Awesome Intelligence from Samsung. And if we go through this, we have a bunch of different modes. Unleash creativity, so you can generate stunning images, polish text, personalized playlist, and more. Boost productivity. Moto AI can summarize notifications, transcribe meetings, and research any topic instantly. Personal AI. Moto AI remembers important details about you to provide you tailored responses and suggestions. And it also says Moto AI incorporates leading AI partners to meet your needs. So they have partnered with Perplexity and Copilot to go ahead and help you out. And you just have to go ahead and sign out to use this with your Moto AI account. Also, the cool thing about the Moto AI button on the left side right here is if you go into the settings, we'll go ahead and show you right now. We have the AI key. If you don't want any action, you can set it to action, but if you press and hold it, you can actually adjust the sensitivity by choosing how long to press and hold for the power buttons. So if you want it to only pop up at 0.25 seconds, you can go ahead and set it to that, or you can put it all the way up to almost a second you have to hold it for this option to press up. We also have the option to go ahead and use it as a double press, so that's definitely something that's really cool. I haven't seen that in other devices. Device looks beautiful right out of the box. I really like this display. I wouldn't have thought I liked this edge-to-edge display, or I guess over-the-edge display, more than the flat displays, but this looks really, really nice. I'm kind of thinking about maybe making this my daily driver now. This is a really, really nice looking display. Of course, drop down bar menu right here. We're going to have our Wi-Fi. We're going to have our mobile data, Bluetooth. Go ahead and turn on auto rotate. We have Smart Connect on here, another great feature. Device controls. We can set up our wallet inside of here. We have eSIM for anybody that's wondering. Yes, you can go ahead and put eSIM on this device. We have our screenshot. We have Moto Unplug, Quick Share, Hotspot, Flashlight. You can go ahead and cast your TV. We have a GIF maker. You can screen record. We have NFC inside of here, obviously. We have a bunch of other stuff like Dolby Atmos, Smart Audio, our system updates, and different things like that. But this is pretty much going to be your stock Android type of look. The only thing other than this that's going to be closer, of course, is just a Pixel device straight out. So beautiful stock Android look right here. Beautiful display just right off the bat. Very, very bright display. And so far, right off the bat, everything looks beautiful. Also, in our Moto section right here, we have our family space, Moto Secure, Moto Unplugged, and of course, our Motorola actions that everybody knows and loves. And you guys can go ahead and customize the shapes of your applications if you'd like to as well. If you want to make them square, go ahead and make them square. You can personalize your colors, your clock, and all that different type of stuff as well. So definitely a cool little customization feature that Motorola has. But so far, nice looking display. Feels very smooth. We're running Android 15 out of the box on this device as well. So we have the latest software on here. I'm not sure what the update policy is on here. It's probably going to be about 2 years of major OS updates. If it is different, let me know in the comment section down below. But man, this is a beautiful, beautiful device, and really like that display so far as well. The colors look great. Screen is stunning and vivid. But let's go ahead and check out that camera finally. Maybe take a couple photos or something. So right out of the box, we have photo. We have video over here. Our highest recording mode is going to be 4K at 30 frames per second. And for anybody wondering, if you click 60, it's going to go back to full HD, which I'm totally fine with, honestly. I don't really film too much stuff in 60 frames per second anyways. We also have our slow motion section right here. We have our pro mode to change your ISO, your white balance, and all that different type of stuff. We have our more section where you can actually scan documents. We have night vision, panorama, ultra res, photo booth, tilt shift, time lapse, and dual capture. We also have our portrait mode where you guys can go ahead and change the f-stop. So we have, of course, full view, we have our wide, we have standard, and we have close up. Excited to go ahead and check out this camera. I will be dropping the review on this camera soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. Let's go ahead and take a picture though real quick. Let's go ahead and see how this looks. Okay, so we have a pretty quick shutter speed. Colors look accurate. The photo looks very, very clear. And yeah, colors super accurate. Definitely good clarity, good colors. Definitely like what I'm seeing so far. Again, we'll do a full review on that later on. This is merely the unboxing of the Motorola Edge 2025. Also, there was somebody asking me the other day, show me the emojis on here. So I'll go ahead and show you what the emojis look like. This is how the emojis are going to look like when you're texting. Pretty standard stuff for Android. But the last couple of things I do want to take a look at are the speakers on this device, and of course the display watching a 4K video. So let's go ahead and see how that looks. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at these speakers and see how they sound. Okay, so how are the speakers? The speakers are not dual, not tinny, very decent bass on here, and they sound full. So you guys are essentially gonna have a flagship listening experience when watching videos, movies, or listening to music with these speakers. Again, stereo speakers as well, so you're playing Call of Duty Mobile or any other video game on the phone, you guys are going to have some good audio because you'll only be plugging up one speaker if you even plug up a speaker. Great speakers. Going into settings right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this 4K video. If we go into advanced, we do have the option to watch a 4K video, so 2160p, 60 frames per second. We have HDR compatibility on YouTube as well, and of course HDR10 plus, so these colors are going to be very nice and dynamic. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. All right, everyone, so very clear, very bright display, obviously, very vivid, and the colors are excellent on this display. So I have to say, this is a very, very good display. You guys are not going to have any issues with this watching movies, TV shows. You are going to have a great experience with this display. All right, everyone, so that was just my mere unboxing of the brand new Motorola Edge 2025 edition. This device has some really good stuff in it for $549. We have a solid processor inside of here with the Dimensity 7400 Ultra. We have 256 gigabytes of internal storage in here, a AMOLED display that is amazing and very bright at 4500 nits peak brightness. We have Moto AI features inside of here. We have some excellent speakers on this device as well. IP68, IP69, the option for eSIM, 68 watt wired charging, a 5200 milliamp battery, and of course a beautiful design that only Motorola could pull off on a mid-range phone. So do I like this device so far? The answer has to be yes. I really think this is a stunning phone, and it's definitely great to see that Motorola is still in the game. They're kind of like the middle child right now between Apple and Samsung. They still get a lot of attention. They have a lot of fans out there, and there is a reason for that. So far, I really do enjoy this device. If you guys would like to check out some more videos on this later on, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I do upload a new video. This has been some fun from TechRight. Hopefully you guys have an amazing day. Peace out, Tech Gang.